Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel PMYG-Edu. It's been a pleasure sharing the content with you. Well, I'm coming up with a new topic, applications of C++. The agenda of today's class is applications of C++. Well, there are many applications of C++. For example, like you can see as displayed here, Google, Mozilla, MySQL, Microsoft, MongoDB, Morgan Stanley, etc. Well, I'm going to explain few of these applications one by one. So this is a very important question, and you can also get it in essays and 1 marks also. So let's dive into the content without further ado. So the first one is operating systems. Operating systems is very important, and C++ application is operating system. C++ was used in developing most of the operating systems in the world, from Microsoft Windows to, as you know, Mac OS to Linux. Right, it is very important and mostly used of the operating systems. C++ is a strongly typed fast programming language. As you can see, it is advancement of C. As we discussed earlier, that C is C with classes. So it is a very strongly typed programming language that gives it an upper hand over the languages from developing various OS. OS means operating systems. As you know, C is a little low-level language when compared to C++ that developers use for developing drives in respect to OS. So the first application of C++ is operating systems. As we discussed, operating system C++ is used in developing most of operating systems. So yeah. Okay, coming to the next application, GUI based applications. This is a very important one, guys. C++ was also used in developing most of GUI applications that we use regularly. GUI is a short form of graphical user interface. Okay, so as we discussed, it is one of the most important used in developing OS, right? For example, C++ is the backbone of scripting GUI applications from Adobe, that is Photoshop. We all use Adobe, right? Yeah, C++ is the backbone of that. Illustrator, Adobe Premiere. Even the GUI applications for Windows, like the Window Amp Media Player, is source for our music that we have used for, for all our life. Yeah, this is the backbone. It supported the streaming of both audios and videos along with access to the internet radio stations. So the second application is GUI based applications. The next one is a very cool one, that is browsers. Most of the browser requires a faster rendering process as the users do not like to wait for the page to load. Like remember when we used to wait for 5 to 10 minutes for something to load on our computer, and we used to struggle having patience, right? So C++ is one of the things that makes the execution faster. It helps in developing rendering engines in browsers. So this is the reason why the rendering is faster, which is none other than C++. C++ supported all major browsers. Like all we know is, we mostly use Google Chrome, but there are, Firefox, Microsoft, Thunderbird, Safari, Opera, and many more. So the third application of C++ is browsers. Fourth one, graphics. We use 3D modeling, 3D animation, image processing, real-time stimulations. Yeah. C++ has high performance and speed, which comes in handy for making applications that require 3D animations, modeling, image processing, and real-time situations. The speed C++ offers has such applications to expand their target audience because the application is so smooth that it is even capable of running on low-end devices. These features These features helped develop my mobile phones, which use various different kinds of sensors, visual effects, and real-time image processing. The next thing is, oh wow, we all like this one, and this is games. As C++ is closer to hardware, we have discussed that it is fast in graphics browsers. It is fast in rendering processes, and also because of its faster execution and speed, it helps the game developers utilize the CPU for thorough and intense purposes, and games is one of this. C++ removes the complexities of 3D in-game graphics. It also helps to optimize resource management, which enables a multiplayer communication system. So, yeah, because of the speed and fast execution, it helps the developers utilize the CPU for thorough and intense purposes. So you can remember that like this. Because of the speed and execution, it helps, the game developers. Yeah, the next one is libraries. C++ has got a great set of inbuilt standard libraries, most of which we will be discussing the next time, which help in developing high-level machine learning and mathematical computation libraries. Most high-level machine learning libraries use C++ as a back-end programming language. As we discussed, C++ is the backbone of operating systems. Yes, such libraries require huge calculations and operations in order to train machine learning models, for which C++ comes to help the developers. Alright, coming to the next one. Cloud computing. Many of you may not be familiar with this. Nowadays, cloud storage systems are extensively used in the current technology scenario. Cloud system storage requires scalability in file systems and also closeness to the machine, for which C++ is preferable. C++ scalability and rich of libraries, as we have read earlier, provide developers with high concurrence and low tolerance, which are the prerequisites of such scenarios. So I think maybe a few applications are left, so we're gonna dive into that very quickly. Yeah, the other applications of C++. By the way, there are many other applications like scanning, bank applications, and though I haven't discussed them, but I have chose and picked some of them which are useful and important for, exam point of view. But if you're interested, you can, DM us and we will, like to send you the notes. So other applications of C++, there are many applications of C++ in the field of medicine and engineering as well. Yeah, you might be wondering, bro, what? How can this programming language help in the field of medicine? I mean, we can, it seems fair if it's useful in engineering, but how is it used in medicine, right? Yeah, it is used in medicine in many different ways. For example, MRI scans in the medical field and CAD or CAM systems in the engineering fields for constructing and mining purposes use C++. Yeah, you heard that right. In MRI scans, we use C++. Along with medical machines, smart watches also use C++ as their primary language. So it is one of the backend language. C++ also helps with programming telephone switches, routers, and broadbands because of its speed. We have we have many applications only based on the speed of C++, like in GUI, and also we have discussed in browsers like how we used to wait, but we not wait now because of the speed. So yeah, so this is basically the total sum up of the applications of C++. We will do a quick summary so that you wouldn't forget what I have said. So the summary is, we discussed Google, Mozilla, MySQL, Microsoft, Rockstar Games, MongoDB, Morgan Stanley, and we have discussed operating systems, Microsoft to macOS to Linux, right? And then we have discussed GUI based applications, graphical user interface applications, for, Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Premiere. Yeah. C++ is the backend, right? And in browsers, we need not wait, and the property of it being fast. It helps the developers and the rendering engines to work faster. And database softwares like MySQL, Progress, Regis, and Oracle, Yahoo, and all. We have discussed that as well. Next, libraries. Yeah, it's because of it having lot of inbuilt standard libraries. It is one of the backend programming language. And cloud computing. You may not be familiar with this, but cloud storage systems are extensively used in the current technology scenario. And yeah, C++ application is cloud computing as well, and other applications like we were surprised that it is used in medical fields and engineering fields as well. In medical fields, for example, MRI scans, and in engineering fields like CAD or CAM, and then also smartwatches. So yeah, this is the quick summary, and this question may come for 1 marks are like the essay question. So make sure you read it, study it, and then hope you get this question. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Slow and steady wins the race.